Alright guys, so it has been around 24 hours since Anthropic released the latest models, Claude Fable 5 and Mythos 5. Of course, Mythos is not available right now for general public, but Fable 5, which is kind of baby Mythos, that is available for general public. I tried this model at work and I was like super impressed. I see that people are having a lot of fun with this model, which is what we are going to see in this video. Let's explore what people are doing with Claude Fable 5. This is from Josh and he has tweeted that Fable just built this entire product from one prompt. I am blown away. ShotBlock is a 3D shot planning tool for AI filmmakers. Real lens math, actor blocking, 180-degree rule warnings, animatics, storyboard plus prompt export. It researched the storyboard conventions, wrote its own test suite, verified everything in a browser, and deployed it. Damn, I think that this is exciting as well as scary. He then asked for a promo video. It's scripted, recorded, edited the one below with minimal direction, and then he has deployed the app too. So let's take a look at the demo here. There's no sound, so it is all planned in 3D in the software, which is built through one prompt by Claude Fable. Let me get it full screen. All right, so I can see that like using the software, you can actually plan like where do you place your actors. So there's like this one actor here, and how your scene would look like, what your props are, and where they are going to be kept. Where you can keep your camera. So I can see that cam A is here, cam C is here, cam B is here. And that is what this tool will enable. And I see that there's a link of the tool as well. So let's go ahead and, let's see, try it out in action. Okay, I can zoom in, zoom out. That is super cool. And I can kind of course, navigate. It's a 3D app. So we can kind of, navigate it in 3D space too. This is super cool. And I see that there are options to change. So there is like kitchen table. So if I remove it, will it be removed? Yes. It is working fine. If I add a lamp is here. Can I move it? I think, okay, yeah, I can actually like drag the lamp. And the cool thing is like, when I'm dragging the lamp around Dan, like this actor. So you see the lighting, it changes according to where the position of the lamp is. That's super nice. Maybe I'll just keep it here. This is super nice. Like just the fact that Claude, an AI agent, an AI app was able to kind of, one shot it, like build something like this from a single prompt. That is mind blowing. I think I'll be very much interested in kind of, seeing what the prompt was like, because if you're watching my videos, I have been telling in those videos that prompt matters a lot. Like, how you're prompting, what details, what context you're giving in your prompt. That is very much important for one shotting something like this. Mind blowing stuff. I'm just going to go ahead and kind of, like it and also just save it, add it to my bookmarks. All right, let's move on to the next one, which is this one. So Pankaj Kumar, he asked Claude Fable to build a 3D map of Delhi, and it costed around 1.5 million tokens, but it did a really good job compared to other models that he has tested. Let's take a look at it. Is there sound too? No, there's no sound. So I see that there's options like, there are landmarks on the left side. There is this map of Delhi. The landmarks are marked here. So the landmarks are, like marked on the map itself. Let's play the video. Okay, so you basically select the landmark and it will kind of, zoom in into that. That was really cool. I wonder like, where Claude got, all the map data from. I won't be surprised if it got the data from something like OpenStreetMaps. But yeah, this is very impressive. So I see that he just clicked on auto tour. Let's see what happens. So it's like doing automatic tours. You can do the top view. You can zoom out and then zoom back in. Then select a landmark. You can kind of navigate just by dragging the map as well. Impressive. Like I would really like to know how this was built. Maybe I'll just go ahead and follow this person because this seems impressive. I would like to know like what approach was taking into it, how many attempts did it take, what prompts were used to do something like this. But yeah, impressive work. All right, let's move on to the next one, which is a game. So Peter, he says that he did his not very scientific F0 test of Anthropic's new Fable model. It didn't quite one shot below. He had to give a few more prompts, like give it more of a sense of speed, but still impressive. Okay, so it seems like this one was not one-shotted. Like he had to kind of, give multiple prompts to kind of refine it. But yeah, he is impressed. Let's see. So this is a racing game, I believe. Okay, and you race, you navigate. And yeah, there's a checkpoint. And the players are taking over. I see there's like lap 1. And then you see the position on the left-hand side on top left corner. and the speed on right, and the machine got destroyed. That reminds me of a game that I used to play, like when I was a kid, and I'm unable to recall the name of the game, but it was more of like, there would be missiles and things falling from the sky, and you are kind of navigating your spaceship kind of a thing. Now seeing something like this, it kind of gives me an idea that maybe I can recreate that game for the modern computers. All right, guys, let's move on to the next one. This is from Riley Brown. He made a lovable clone built with Fable 5. Can build apps with any AI model. That is crazy. So if you don't know, Lovable is the platform where you can actually like go and make any apps. Like, you can just prompt it and make apps using this service. But it seems like he has made a clone of Lovable using Fable. Let's take a look at this video from the start. All right, so got an idea, and then I guess you have to like add your idea here. Can you please build a ChatGPT clone? ChatGPT, okay. Clone that uses one of the AI models for chat with Versal Gateway. You should have a skill, okay? And Claude is designing your app. And now I see that it built ChatGPT. Let's see. And this is like a clone of ChatGPT. That is crazy. And it seems like, you can actually like select models from here. I'm not sure like how it connected to the GPT model, but I believe that, like when he was building it, he would have given it the OpenAI API keys, or basically like set those keys in env or some kind of files. Yeah, and it is working just fine, just like ChatGPT. Very cool. Let me know in comments, like, what do you feel about all these apps and games that we are checking out, and what are you trying to build using these AI models? So let's see now the next one, which is Claude Fable 5 versus Opus 4.8. Okay, so it seems like this person, like, he built something with both like Fable 5 as well as Opus 8, and he has kind of, made a comparison video. Let's see. Let's expand it. Let's make it full screen, and we start from the start. We start from the start. Yeah, start from the start. So it seems like, what is it? Is it like a universe mapper, near Earth objects? Okay, so this app is basically mapping universe, like near Earth objects, and there are like hundreds and thousands of those in the universe. And basically, like, he has done it with Fable as well as Opus 4.8 and made a comparison. So left side is Fable, right side is Opus 4.8. And as you can see, like, from the first few frames itself, the Fable one, it looks like very detailed as compared to Opus 4.8. So let's play the video and see how it unfolds. And if you see, like, like how the animations are going, that is crazy impressive too. That is like super, super impressive. All right, so this seems like nice comparison. Like, it gives us a good idea of, like how these models are evolving. And if you can just think, like, Opus 4.7, 4.8, these were released in like last 3-4 months. It's not like these are very old models. So in just like, just a span of like 3 months, Anthropic has been able to do a great job at leveling up their AI models, which is impressive. All right, next one. This one is from Jamie. So it's his first test. Can Fable 5 build a WordPress block theme and one-shot, fully editable native WordPress patterns? This feels next level. So it seems like he was able to create WordPress block theme by one-shotting a prompt in Fable. So let's go ahead and expand this video, make it full screen. And I can see that this looks nice as well. Like, I like the use of, like white space here, the selection of fonts, the way that these photos are added here. This looks like very professional, very nice. Very impressive work, Jamie. Kudos on that. All right, next up is, it seems like a game. So someone just created the 2011 Game of the Year, and probably one of the best games ever created, The Elder Scrolls 5 Skyrim, in one prompt. I'm just impressed, like, how many people have mentioned that they have done these things in just one prompt, which is crazy, because to kind of, do things like these, like even a few months ago, like, you'd have to like, prompt and guide your agent a lot. And just the fact that these things are now possible in one prompt is crazy. So as I see, like, in this video, in this demo video, like, if you look at the shadows, so that is one of the things. Like, lighting is one of the things which is very tricky in a game, and looking at shadows and reflections, that's one way in which you can kind of, figure out like how well the physics is implemented in the game. Like in this one, like as he's landing, his shadow will, like approach him, and at the moment he touches the ground, the shadow touches too, which is pretty cool. Very good use of physics on this one. It's pretty impressive. All right, let's go ahead and look at the next one. So it seems like Chris, he basically like gave this prompt, like, make a Minecraft clone to Fable. And he's stunned because in 20 minutes, like one shot, this single prompt, it resulted in something like this. Let's see. Yeah, it does look like Minecraft to me. Oh, and there's sound in the game too. Pretty cool. Because I saw that some people made games but they didn't add the sounds, and you can actually like do that. These AI models are very good at creating the sounds because ultimately, like a lot of these sounds are just mathematical equations, or basically like mathematical waves. So these models can create sounds. Pretty cool. All right, let's move on to the next one. Mythos 5 wrote this melody, which I absolutely love. Okay, first of all, like this is not Mythos, it is Baby Mythos. It is called Fable. We'll kind of, like give them a pass. Oh, and it also wrote this piano visualizer naturally. Let's take a look. So this is what I was talking about because the sounds are basically like mathematical equations, like mathematical waves. Of course, like if you are asking about sound of some physical world object, that can get very complex to create. But a lot of the sounds that you hear daily, like they are basically very easy to create through mathematical waves. So this is why I was surprised, because a lot of people like had created games but they had not added any sounds to it. So if you are creating something, always be aware that you can add sounds to it. So let's hear this melody and see how it sounds, or hear how it sounds. Interesting. Yeah, of course, like nice piano. Pretty interesting. So I don't know a lot about piano, but to me it sounds nice. It's not like like very repetitive, like it's changing the tunes. It's pretty interesting. Very cool. All right, let's take a look at the next one. This is again a game. So Eric, he has tweeted that he's having Claude Fable 5 redo Hermes World. Okay, what is Hermes World? So he spent the last month designing, building, and prototyping Hermes World with Opus 4.8, a live MMO where humans and AI agents play together. That is interesting. That is interesting. So it seems like he is building a game using AI. And Fable 5 just found and fixed 6 bugs in one afternoon that took weeks to accumulate. The game is about to get insane. This is crazy. This is crazy. And I also like the like the concept where humans and AI agents play together. That is interesting. Like I would be curious to know how the AI agent and human, like how they are partnering up. Is it like the AI agent a helper, or is it like leading human in this game? So let's take a look. Is there a sound in it? Okay, so this demo video does not have any sound right now. So once again, yeah, adding sound is very easy. So yeah, Eric, add sounds to a game. That will make it like much more interesting. Okay, so there is actually sound, but it's like very very low. So I can't hear the steps, but I can hear the surroundings, like the fire. Like I could hear like there's fire, and some surrounding like birds chirping and stuff like that. Okay. So I believe there's a dragon, but I don't hear like dragon flying. So adding those would make it like even much better. But I believe like this is just a something like an alpha, like something in very early development, but super cool, right? Let's take a look at the last one, which is again a game, and it seems like someone has been making this with multiple models. So they also tried the same prompt with Fable 5. First impression is that visually the strongest result so far: denser villages, better terrain, building placement, and nice lived in details. Still not perfect though. Close-ups show both good details and failure cases, including floating buildings. Check out the threads. Okay, so they have like an entire thread about it. So this one was like done with Opus 4.8. This one was 5.5 GPT. Okay, interesting. And this is Fable 5. Okay, so I believe this is a game, or some kind of like something where you navigate. And yeah, I see that there is this building which is just in the air, like this building as well. So it has made some mistakes, but visually it looks nice. All right, guys, I hope you liked what people are doing with Fable 5. And yeah, on this channel, I talk about everything AI. So if that is something that you are interested in, go ahead and hit subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. Till then, bye bye.